What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. MikeTech1212 here, and today we're going to be looking at the Yongnuo 50mm lens. If you're in the market right now for a 50mm lens, this is definitely a great budget option. Some similarities can be drawn to the Canon 50mm lens, and that's because these are practically identical lenses. The only thing different is probably the Yongnuo label, but everything down to the gritty details is pretty much identical. The only thing different is that it's more than half of the price of the Canon 50mm. Aside from looking exactly the same as the Canon 50mm lens, some of the lens features here are the obvious 50mm zoom length and the f1.8. So besides looking identical to the lens of the Canon, it also should perform the same exact way. In terms of build quality, I can't really compare this to the Canon 50mm because I never held it, but to me this definitely doesn't feel premium. It's very lightweight and feels very fragile. One thing to note about this lens is that the autofocus function is trash. It's super choppy, it takes forever, and if you're using this for video, it is extremely loud, so I keep mine on manual focus. So right now I'm going to be comparing my Yongnuo 50mm lens to my Canon starter kit lens, and right off the bat you're going to notice the Yongnuo is much smaller and much more compact. My Canon starter kit lens does sport image stabilization where my Yongnuo does not. However, my Yongnuo is f1.8, whereas my starter kit lens can only go down to 3.5. I typically use my 50mm for B-roll because it has more shallow depth of field. Right now, let's get into the autofocus. To summarize this lens, it's a great budget option depending on what you're using it for. If you're someone that uses autofocus a lot, I wouldn't recommend this lens because of, as you saw earlier, the choppier, slower autofocus, and it is extremely loud, especially if you're recording on video. But if you're using this for portraits, or if you're using it like me for product B-roll and you just need that shallower depth of field and you don't really need the audio, this is a great lens for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. MikeTech1212, and see you guys on the next video.